Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hubbies podcast. Episode 4? Yeah, it's episode 4.
I don't know. I just got here.
I am once again joined today by my co-hosts of Ashley, Vic, Jonah's back once again, and Will has returned.
What's good?
Hello.
So how's everybody's life been? I'm gonna open every single podcast with the same question. How was your week? What'd you guys do?
Shit. Absolute shit.
I got second place on a tournament on Friday.
That's pretty pog. What game?
Pool, real life.
Well, pool's a game.
Yeah.
I suck ass at pool, so.
Yeah, I beat a guy almost.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
And I also downloaded Hogwarts Legacy and have been no-lifing that for the last 2 days. So,
Oh,
cheers.
good to that
Cheers
too.
to that. Oh, hey, look, it's Malachi.
Man, we're full lobby today.
Right in the nick of time, dude.
What's up?
We just started, so welcome.
Howdy. How y'all doing?
All right, so, Malachi, how was your week? How was your weekend?
Shitty.
Seems to be the trend.
I've had a pretty good week.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. You don't have to work. Good job making money.
That's for sure.
Yep. If for everybody that knows, Ashley's mad at me because I forgot to text her when the podcast was starting until it was started.
Oh,
And so, yeah, no.
Bad boy.
Being a third-year education major student sucks. Oh my lord.
That's how on your phone all day
how my
long,
week's
dude.
been.
I've talked to you all day long. You can't say,
Yeah,
Actually, tonight
I've been
at
on my
6
phone.
o'clock, we're doing the podcast.
Literally the only
Dude, you
time
told us like a week ago. I was saying, we kind of have this like in a
I told
schedule.
Ashley a week ago too,
Yeah.
but she forgot.
No, you didn't.
Okay. Anyway.
All right, from here on forward, it will be every Wednesday at some time.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah,
You've
no,
been
I thought
told.
about it randomly, just split moment in the middle of class, and so I texted the group chat, and I just forgot to text you. I'm sorry.
No, he's not. Don't let him fool you.
No, he's not. Don't let him fool you.
Not a dick. Don't take it so hard. My phone needs to shut the F up. All right. So the first thing that we kind of wanted to talk about when I sent in the group chat, and only one person responded to
Which
what we
was
wanted to talk
Malachi.
about, was
he sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off, but
No, you're
he
good.
took my idea. That's why I didn't reply.
Hogwarts Legacy came out this week, which is a game that is shrouded in controversy because of the lady J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, her like political views, and so there are a lot of people that are boycotting the game because they have an inability to separate art from artist, which is what you're supposed to do.
And art from just straight up politics.
Yeah. But also, why would you boycott a game when so many people put probably hundreds of hours of their life into making that game?
Oh, for sure, dude.
Oh, dude,
and the
it's
game is
beautiful.
freaking incredible, dude.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
I've been playing it nonstop for 2 days straight, like I said. And I have not had a moment where I'm not having fun in it.
I thought
Like,
about getting it, but then I was like, I don't have a PlayStation.
Xbox,
That's
isn't
true,
it?
but
It's on
it's on
tomorrow
Xbox.
on the Xbox.
Oh, it is on Xbox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got tomorrow on the Xbox.
The official release date of the game is actually the 10th.
Yeah,
But
it
I bought the
comes out
deluxe
on the
edition,
9th.
so I got
comes out
early
on the
access
9th
to it. And
yeah.
it's oh my god. Top tier.
Early
Honestly,
release
the
for the
most
Xbox.
fun single player game I've played in a very long time.
I would say the most fun single player game I've ever played is like Jedi Fallen Order, and I'm really excited for Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Fallen Order was also a really good single player game. Yeah.
They don't come out with many of them anymore.
No.
Pretty much
Isn't the new
everything is
one?
multiplayer.
Didn't the new one come out this year, or was that last year?
Jedi Survivor comes out later this year, I think, like
Yeah,
around
I
Christmas
think it is
time.
later
It
this
comes out
year.
in like March.
Yeah, they started development for Hogwarts Legacy in 2018,
Jeez.
Oh wow.
but it didn't
Yeah.
really start until about 2020. That's when they like started to actually like
Like develop the
encumber
game.
their time and actually do something with it.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so
But I think they've done a marvelous job. And if anybody out there is boycotting the game because of J.K. Rowling's political views, then you need to grow up
And your
and
mom.
realize that it's
Your mom's
straight
a hoe.
art, and you will enjoy the game.
yeah, it's also like
Your mom's a hoe.
that was somebody's life for like 3 years making that game.
Exactly. There's also that. Like, show them the courtesy. If you're interested in video games, especially stuff like magic and wizards and witches,
Magic.
give it a try.
Sorry.
I guarantee you'll enjoy
Magical
it.
creatures and that stuff too. It's
So-
genuinely just a good game.
I looked it up, and Jedi Survivor comes out April 28th of this year.
I'm definitely looking forward to that then.
It was close. I said March.
Ashley's siblings are currently annoying her.
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow. Okay.
You guys, you enjoyed playing Jedi or not Jedi, Hogwarts Fallen.
Bye, babies.
Okay, I didn't hear the question.
You've enjoyed playing Hogwarts Legacy quite a bit. It sounds like.
Oh yeah. I just got done with one of the main storyline quest things. The game is just so it just pulls you in. It has a way of just making you continue to play it. Like last night, I didn't even want to get off. The only reason I got off was because I had a massive headache. I couldn't look at my computer anymore. I was like, oh my god.
Jeez. Yeah, the only game that's ever sucked me in like that is one that I already mentioned on this podcast, Subnautica. I played that for hours and hours and hours, and it felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's one of those
I've
games
played
that
that-
like
Let me look at my actual time. Sorry, I narrate everything, all right? Just talk over me.
Subnautica it was one of those games that like I was sad when I finished it. Same with Jedi Fallen Order. Like I was sad when I finished it. Even though it sets up for a sequel really well, I was really sad. And not many games can make me do that. Like
Yeah,
back in 2018 when I beat the story mode for like Madden 2018, I was actually happy that I beat it. It sucked.
I really don't like the Madden campaigns, honestly.
Every year it's a different one. Like
No, but I just don't.
they don't stick with the same, like Call of Duty, like it's the same game mechanics but a different story. Like in Madden with the story mode, they change the mechanic, like what you're doing. Like there are some years that you start in high school and go all the way to the NFL, and then there are some years that like you're a college dropout that it makes no sense to me. I don't like it.
Other one.
In 23, you're a free agent. That's where you start.
It's all different. There's no cohesiveness.
Yeah.
Especially for a game that's just a reskin of last year's game every single year.
Football.
You didn't need to shout out fucking Call of Duty like that. Come on, man.
I like
That's what they've been doing for the last like 5-6 years now.
Yeah, at least with Call of Duty, like each game has like different guns or whatever, or like same mechanics but a new storyline. Except for Black Ops 4, that didn't have a story. Well, it did, but it was not
Black
a
Ops 4
traditional
was just
campaign.
trash compared to all of the other ones.
Thanks, Jonah. You're me and Eddie and everybody like
I like
Eddie,
Black Ops
Eli, and
4.
everybody.
I like Black Ops 4
They think Black Ops
Zombies.
4 is
I
like
don't
the
like Black Ops
god.
4
It's not.
campaign. And
I
Black
I
Ops
just
4
didn't enjoy Black Ops 4.
Black
There
Ops
is no
4
Black
is a
Ops
game that has aged like a fine wine. And if you talk to
Oh
most
no, it's
people,
all
especially in the zombies community,
no.
No,
it-
he's right. To most
like
people, that is a true fact.
It's trash.
most people in the zombies community are actually like especially last year, or not last year, when like Cold War was coming up and they didn't know what maps or what the story was going to be. There are people that wanted them to continue the
Good storyline.
oh my god, the storyline
Didn't
that they
like it.
started in Black Ops 3.
Oh, that storyline.
Yeah,
I thought that
and
ended though.
That campaign kind of sucked too.
it didn't have a campaign. Black Ops
Yes,
4
we did.
didn't.
Wait, Black
Sure
Ops
you
4
did.
had a campaign?
No, Black Ops 4 did not have a campaign.
But he's
Okay.
saying Black
No,
Ops 3's
Oh,
campaign
Black
Yeah,
Ops
was
Black
3
Ops
not
3
that
campaign.
great.
Yeah, Black Ops 3's campaign was not that great either. It was
I mean,
playable.
it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't that great.
Oh my god.
I'd say the only thing that Black Ops 4 really had going for it was its the battle royale thing that it had.
Yeah.
Blackout.
I actually really
That-
liked
Was that-
the
Oh, wait a minute.
Blackout was so dumb.
No, it was entertaining to watch.
I didn't like it.
Warzone or
Blackout on Black Ops 4.
oh, okay.
I didn't like it.
call it I like speaking of like campaigns for Call of Duties, you guys were talking like you mentioned Black Ops 3's and how it wasn't very good.
It wasn't that
you wanna
great.
know what
I
Call
mean,
of
it wasn't
Duty-
awful.
You wanna know what Call of Duty has gotten so much hate but has an amazing campaign?
Ghosts.
Infinite Warfare.
That too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can agree with
Yeah.
that. Infinite Warfare probably has the worst mechanics for a Call of Duty, but its campaign was pretty solid.
I like
Its
the
campaign,
spaceships
I
and
had
stuff,
so much fun playing its campaign.
too.
But the thing is, it didn't feel
Short.
like Call of Duty, which is why people hated on it. It
Yep.
felt more like
People
a
don't like change.
Titanfall or a Halo type game.
Yeah.
Well, that's also about the same time that all of those games came out. So they were trying to keep with the times.
The mission with
Yeah.
the spaceship, this one. Ooh, that's so good.
When you like launch up out of the atmosphere into space.
Yes.
That game, yeah, that's
good.
really good. And like the whole arc with the main character sacrificing himself, I think is what happens like at the end. It just I don't know, I really like it. And it's one of the few times that they tell a open and closed story in the same game.
Mhm.
Like the Black Ops series, the story spans the whole series. Modern Warfare, same deal, you know. It's not very often that you get a game, especially a Call of Duty game, where they tell one story in one game. And I really liked it.
I was
It's
gonna
one of the
say,
few games I
I
wish
feel
I
like a
still
lot of
had.
indie games do that pretty well.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will say this,
indie
when you
games,
have a
yeah.
more complex story, it's a lot more difficult to do in one game than it is to do in 2 or 3. But
Exactly.
I would also say that yeah, like, I think if you have a complex story and you try to cram it into one game, it's either going to end up being way too long of a game,
Overcrowded.
or
Yeah.
it just won't be that great because it'll just be it's too much, you know?
I think that Call of Duty should keep the multiplayer and the zombies and stuff, but I feel like they should put more time into their campaigns again. Like I would kill to play a Call of Duty game that had like a 20-hour campaign, like story mode, like The Last of Us. Or like
I would not hate that at all.
yeah.
Open world one, maybe.
I mean, Modern Warfare 2019's campaign really solidified me getting back into shooters. Like the campaign by itself solidified that for me.
Yeah, I could just never get like every time I tried to play Modern Warfare for an extended period of time, it started to hurt my eyes and it made me a little nauseous. I haven't played Modern Warfare
Modern
2.
Warfare, the
but-
first one.
Yeah, 2019.
Uh,
I was also
Didn't like
just
that much.
generally I didn't want to. I bought the game because I wanted to play Warzone and I played the campaign on it, but I would have played that game more if Survival had come out on Xbox day one. Oh,
Bye, Ashley.
bye, I guess.
Ashley. Oh,
Hi.
Bye, Ashley.
back.
Welcome back.
What happened?
My Wi-Fi is not working.
Oh. So you're saying that you may or may not jump in and out for the rest of the call?
I think this one should work because
Oh.
all of our electronics aren't on this one.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, given that you are now the center of attention,
So
do
The
you know what
Bachelor.
happened at The Bachelor? Has he still
Let me
only kissed
think.
8 girls, or is there a 9th now?
No, he kisses more every single week.
Oh,
I just
okay.
haven't kept count
So
because
it's like
there's
87.
yeah, basically.
Damn.
Basically.
He needs to just
Um,
bleach his mouth at this point.
Damn.
the girls played football. Trying to think.
Were they
It
like
wasn't
fully padded,
yeah.
like in football uniforms, or was it like the
Yes.
lingerie league?
No, it was
Okay,
like
thank
football
God.
uniforms.
That would
A girl's
be so like gross of him to make them do that.
anyway. The one chick had an overnight with him. You would have freaking peed your pants where the
Who
date
says I
was.
didn't?
It was at God, I don't know where they are, but like a historical museum. That's where their date was. They
Who
were
says
the
I
only
don't
ones
pee my
there at
pants
night.
daily?
Andrew Joseph. I'm gonna punch you.
Nah, we'll all do that for you. It's all right.
They were at a historical museum?
Ooh,
At
that's so
night.
hot.
That's where they spent the night. Yeah.
It's probably
It was
haunted,
actually
bro.
it was actually pretty cool. The other one-on-one date, they jumped out of a plane.
I would have
Nice.
actually peed my pants if I had to do that.
Yeah.
Dude, if I'm gonna die, that's the way I'll do it. I'll jump out of a
What?
plane and just go down like a fucking Viking.
Yeah, but like you might not, if you jump out of a plane, you might not even die. Like, have you guys heard the
Yeah, I
stories
know.
of people that survive like 10,000-foot jumps when their parachute don't open?
Yeah, and if I don't die, well then I got seriously injured while being a fucking Viking.
Priceless.
I don't give a damn.
Okay, what else?
Vikings
What
didn't
else happened, babe?
fly.
That's pretty much it.
Did they do the deed? Since we can't say the
I
S word.
I don't know. They made their beds right by each other because they had two separate beds in the tent. But then the chick was like, "Oh, I actually want to sleep like together." So I'm assuming probably it's just most of the time they don't really say that unless it was an overt like fantasy suite at the
Mhm.
end of at the end of the season. One of my favorite chicks went home because apparently she was making girls feel like uneasy at the house,
Was
which
it
she kind of
like?
was.
Oh, she was. I didn't know if it was the other girls ganged up on her because she was his favorite.
No, it was.
I could see
So
that happening.
she got the very first one-on-one date 2 weeks ago, and she got to meet his whole family, so she felt like she had an advantage over all the other girls, and she voiced it because that's her personality. She doesn't have a filter, and so like when one chick got a rose and she didn't, she kind of stole the spotlight from that one chick and made the other chick cry, and
Why I love
so
British people.
he didn't want drama in the house, so he sent her home, which I am glad he sent her home because if he would have chose Christina, which is that girl, Mercedes, which is the Iowa chick, would have gone home.
Mercedes.
It.
Her name,
Yeah,
Mercedes.
I don't
Mercedes, yeah.
understand why, like, I don't know. I used to work when I used to work when I worked at a grocery store with this lady that moved. She was my manager, and she moved from Great Britain, and she used to tell us all the time that she doesn't understand this air of like political correctness in America, and she doesn't like it. And I'm like, you know what? That's why I like British people. Because she was like, when you go to like Europe and Britain, it's if somebody doesn't like you, they don't dance around not telling you that they don't like you. They will straight up tell you, I don't like you, or you'll know. There's no fake friends and that kind of stuff. And it's like with that chick in The Bachelor, if you feel like you have a competitive advantage, you voice it, you know. And
Yeah.
people also get their feelings hurt less when like over there. Like apparently when she moved over here, she was very blunt with everybody, and she hurt a lot of people's feelings. Just like, you go, queen thing.
That's so good. Fuck your feelings.
Yeah, F your feelings. Hi, Kevin.
Yeah.
Ashley has her titty out.
Andy, don't say that.
All right. Well, there's Vic's massive getting her done moan. Trademarked. So
Yo.
the other there was one more big thing and like two small things that we wanted to talk about. Was so somebody had their 21st birthday party this weekend.
Oh jeez.
And we were only out for like 2 hours, and this dude got so drunk. It was
I went too
ridiculous.
fast. I went too fast.
If you guys want to see one of the highlights, or how drunk this man got, go check out the shorts. Our most recent short. It was a bit of a shameless plug, but go check out our most recent short. I did a little interview, one question interview with Vic, after we had gotten home from the bar, and he said that he does not remember the drive home from the bar, and he doesn't really remember playing Sorry outside of Who Won. Because we got back and we were kind of worried to leave him alone for a little bit, and so we just played Sorry with him. Vic, do you remember what you how you were doing after we the last couple of minutes at the bar?
I was swinging. I'm proud to be an American.
Not
Happy
singing, screaming.
Okay. Okay.
And slurring
Screaming.
all your words.
He wasn't slurring many of his words. It was just he was just
Ow.
screaming it, and we told him that he was screaming it, and then he proceeded
Kept
to
going.
continue to scream it out in the street. And you were just like, you know what? That bartender, she's really looking out for me. She cares so
Yeah.
much about me. She cut me off. I thought it was really
Yeah.
funny. I had a heart-to-heart conversation. I was also gone.
As much as me.
To put it lightly.
As much as
And
me.
I walked to the bathroom to break the seal, you know, and I had the nicest conversation. Isn't that weird how that happens? The best conversations happen with two drunk guys at a bar in a stall. Well, not in a stall, like across stalls. But
Yeah,
we were-
excuse me.
we were just both standing there taking a pee,
Weird, Andy.
and he looks over at me and he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "What's up?" And he said, "Oh, not much. What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Oh, it's my buddy's 21st birthday party." And he was like, "Oh, take me back to 21." He's like, "I'm 31 now." And I was like, "Yeah, my buddy just got cut off by the bartender, and he's only been drinking for like 2 hours, dude." And this dude just lost his shit. He laughed so hard. He almost threw up. He laughed so hard. He was like, he's only been drinking for 2 hours and he got cut off already? I was like, yeah, he's a lightweight. And I was like, the dude was
I was
just
going hard. So.
completely blown away. It was the most drunk I'd ever seen you in my life.
Yeah.
Because, like, when we would go party at Malachi's, you would get drunk to the point that you were being an ASS hole, and then, like, people at the party would cut you
Guys,
off.
stop.
Here, you
Yeah.
drank so fast that you skipped the being an a-hole and just went straight to just slurring words, screaming songs to white girls, and making conspiracy theories about if freaking about who's got a sugar daddy and who's got a sugar mama.
Okay, let's don't talk about that.
Yeah, what the? What the?
It's not no.
I was in on it too, because we were just kind of going around the bar and we're like, I think they've got a sugar mommy or a sugar daddy, you know. Before Vic got cut off though, because we went to 4 bars. The first bar that we went to was this place called for anonymity's sake, because I don't want to get in trouble.
L.
We're gonna call it the Nest, because that's where we like to hang out more than any of the other bars in town. So we're gonna call it the Nest, right? And then the other place that we spent a lot of time at we'll call Eagle's Landing. But so we were at the Nest, right? And me and Vic had both already had
Beers.
5 drinks, like 3 shots and 2 beers. And we go over and we both really wanted to play a game of pool, right? And this dude was puppy guarding the pool table because he hadn't lost yet. And I told Vic, I was like, I told him, I was like, me and Vic kind of want to play a game of pool just between the two of us. And we've only got the 4 quarters that it takes. We don't have any more. And this guy just wasn't budging. And he said that in order to play a game between me and Vic, we would need to use our money to play him in a game of pool. And I'm just sitting here like, is it really that hard, that much to ask for you to let me and my friend play 1 game of pool against each other on his birthday? Apparently it was. And so I'm terrible at pool. So is Vic. Don't get me wrong, but he's better than me. And so I said, all right, we'll play you. And Vic, I let Vic do it because I didn't want to do it. I feel like I was the
I
more
didn't want
drunk
to do
of
it
the two
either,
of
but
us.
I did it.
Yeah, you almost beat the guy. You were
Almost.
2 balls away. Was it 1 or 2? Half that night is a
3, I think.
haze for me right now.
2, I think.
It was 2. Okay.
Yeah, including the 8-ball, so 3.
Yeah. Vic also discovered. Malachi will be interested. Vic discovered his favorite shot.
Oh yeah.
He loves himself a pickle bomb. Why do you like pickle bombs, Vic?
Just like the pickle. Pickle juice, I guess.
He suffers through the alcohol to get to the pickle juice.
He is probably laughing his ass off right now.
Maybe.
Just muted, laughing so hard.
I told Vic when we first got there, I was like, okay, there's 1 shot that I won't do, and it's an Irish car bomb.
Why?
You
I should
loser.
I just didn't like it last time. I almost broke a tooth when the glass came down and hit my top tooth. I didn't want to experience. Do you know what an Irish car bomb is, Vic?
Oh, what is it?
You were my DD on my 21st birthday. Me, Malachi, and Spencer all did Irish car bombs together.
Is it a shot?
So you open a can of Guinness, sponsor. And you open up a can of Guinness, sponsor, and you pour like a third of it into 1 cup, a third of it into another cup, and like you split the can of Guinness between how many people are going to be like doing the Irish car bomb. And Once that's done, then you take a shot glass and you fill it up with an Irish whiskey. So we did like Jameson. Then you lower the shot glass down into the cup, and then you just tip and chug both like with the shot
So the
glass
glass
in the
hits
cup.
ya?
Yeah, and the glass hit my top tooth and it hurt like a bitch.
That would hurt, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. My favorite shot of the night was and always will be Dead Nazis.
Say
You're
that word.
fucking welcome,
Say
by
that
the
word.
way. I fucking showed you those. By the way, I was laughing my ass off. I was at work. I had my earphones in.
I told you.
Dying. And
I
my,
told
my
you.
fucking coworker is sitting right next to me. He was like, "What the fuck are you laughing at?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna explain it to you right now."
Called it.
But yeah, no. Dead Nazis. I love Dead Nazis. I also really like peppermint, I've realized. So
I hate
Rumplemints,
those. Oh my
Rumplemints
God.
and Jaeger just
That's terrible.
I like Dead Nazis too.
yeah. Yeah, Vic, you don't like Dead Nazis?
They're not even good.
This is a trick question.
I'm getting concerned here,
What do you
sir.
mean it's a trick question?
Yes, I like Dead Nazis.
Yes or no question.
Yeah.
You like them or not?
Do you like
Yes,
Dead
I like 'em
Nazis or
dead.
not?
Yeah, I like them dead. Yeah.
But this brings me to a question that I'm gonna go around and ask because all of us have done shots before. What's your favorite shot that you've ever taken?
Salt and nut roll.
What?
That's good. Salt and nut roll.
Oh, I thought yours should be a blowjob.
What? I didn't get that yet.
My favorite has to be a Jolly Rancher shot.
Oh, I've never done a Jolly Rancher shot.
You're missing out. They're
Mine would
fucking
have to
great,
be-
dude.
Mine would have to be root beer schnapps. Ooh. Yeah,
That's all
that
right.
one too.
Yeah, that one's all right.
My favorite shot is always going like unless you really blow me away with something, it's gonna be a Dead Nazi, followed closely by a pickle bomb. I like pickle bombs. Also,
Good.
if you need a pointer and don't like hard alcohol because it burns, drink pickle juice as a chaser. It gets rid of instantly.
Yeah, it takes the burn away.
Noted.
All right, Ashley, what's your favorite shot? I know for a fact you've done one because I was there.
I think we did like a nerd shot at,
Nerds.
the
for
nerd shot's
my
good, too.
21st birthday.
Nerds.
My
Oh, yeah, we
extensive
did!
alcohol knowledge.
We did at that one bar in Ames, Iowa that we're not going to say because it's already busy enough. But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
we did blue nerd shot. Those were really good. Those were dangerous. All right, Jonah, what's your favorite shot?
Better than
I'm
mine are
thinking.
Still, so.
Skip.
You're the last one.
Will answered?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Will
did.
said root
I
beer
said root beer
schnapps.
schnapps.
Oh, duh. I'm deaf, all right? Relax.
Me too.
We're all partially deaf.
Can't see and I can't hear.
Vic is just about to need a walking stick and hearing aids at this point.
Say it.
Oh, God. I'm in between a pickle bomb and a Jolly Rancher, so I'll just go with either one of those.
I'm surprised none of us said Jello shots.
Yeah, those are
Jello
okay,
shots.
but
Well, the
Jello
amount
shot
of times that I have ended up on top of a roof after taking Jello shots is
on top
no good.
of a roof.
No good.
don't
Yeah,
question
on the
it.
roof.
Oh my
Your old
lord.
house?
So
No, speaking of Jello shots, that's the first time. No, that was the fourth time Malachi and I ever got drunk together. We were in my old house's
lot
big.
of Jello shots.
Yeah, we were in my old house's big garage up in the fucking attic of it, where it had this spinning skylight that would open up, and we had borrowed my friend's trampoline and put it in the yard behind that.
I tried to hit the trampoline and I didn't.
I think we were like 8 or 9 Jello shots in.
Yeah.
We jumped up on top of the fucking roof and jumped onto the trampoline. Malachi missed the first jump. And then I barely made it. I don't know. It was not the smartest thing for us to do.
Oh my god. What is it with us getting drunk and trampolines?
It's just the best.
I almost broke my
Because
twice.
yeah, you were freaking not supposed to be doing that. We'll say that. We'll just say that you were not supposed to be drinking.
Yeah,
Or do-
at that
or-
time I was not.
Or doing stream
I
spots.
lost my van.
Oh
What
god.
do you mean you lost your
Wait,
van?
what?
Nobody
I
move!
can't find my van.
I dropped me brain.
I dropped my brain.
Oh, I'm fucking standing right next to it. I need to go home and take a fucking nap, bro.
Open
Oh
your
my God.
goddamn eyes.
Oh my god. Okay.
We but okay,
Bro,
so
I've
I'm
been
gonna tell
up since 5:30 this fucking morning. Don't even at me.
I'm gonna tell a small part of one of my favorite stories. And it's the part of it's one of the many parts of the fireball story. This is the one that doesn't involve Braxton,
Ooh, the
so I can
fireball.
say it without.
Oh my god.
So I am sitting there. The fireball incident has already happened with Braxton, and so I'm already pissed off enough because
Oh,
I was supposed to get drunk on St. Patrick's Day with him, and
Yeah.
I ended up having to be his party mom to make sure that he doesn't die, right?
Ooh, speaking of St. Patrick's Day, you guys got to come up to Emmitsburg because everyone obviously knows Emmitsburg is one of the St. Patrick's Day towns of St. Patricksburg.
see.
So you guys got to come up here this year for that. Anyway,
Right.
continue.
But anyway, so I'm already angry because I was supposed to get chuffed, and
Chuffed
that's
me.
not what ended up happening. And so Braxton is taking a snooze on the couch, right?
After
And
throwing up
yeah,
all over Michael's couch.
Shush, we can't say that yet.
I was going to say, that's something we're not. Oh, yeah, that's part of his story. Never mind. Don't disregard that. He didn't actually do that.
So Braxton was taking a beautiful snooze with a perfectly cut hair and everything. And Malachi had one of our buddy Kyle's like his girlfriend Maya had brought a bottle of rum chata and left it down in the garage where everybody was drinking. When she came upstairs and was just kind of me and her were just chilling eating chips and salsa because she wanted to make sure that nobody was dying, right? And she goes back down. And then she comes back up and she's all mad and she's like, somebody drank my whole bottle of rum chata. And I was like, oh god, I hope it wasn't fucking Malachi. Lo and behold, it was. And our buddies Redler and Kyle bring Malachi back up to the house and set him down. And he's just sitting on the couch, just angry. And he's mad and he's angry at the world.
I was so pissed. I don't even remember why. I think it was because I said I'm not babysitting, and then I ended up babysitting Braxton for like half the fucking night.
Yeah, you were angry, man. And you came up, you were just super mad. And I'm just kind of sitting there like, "Oh, great." And I sit down I don't sit down next to you cuz Braxton's laying down right next to you. But it was actually really funny to watch you move his legs because after Kyle and Redler brought you back up to the house, you picked up Braxton's legs and just threw them to the side and sat down.
I can see that.
I was just sitting there and I thought if I should approach you or not, and I didn't. I was like, Malachi, are you angry, bud? And you just looked at me and flipped me off with both fingers, and you're like, F you. I
was so drunk.
I was
Because
like,
before that,
okay.
Before I drank the bottle of Malibu, I was also drinking the bottle of Fireball that Braxton had, on top of beer, on top of whiskey, on top of
Jungle juice.
literally everything else at the party. Jungle juice. We had jungle juice that night. Literally drank everything at the party. I was so beyond fucked by the time I got to the Malibu.
It was so bad, and it's made particularly bad by the fact that you are not supposed to have rum, sir. Rum makes you
Yeah.
angry.
Or makes you
Or makes me want to
angry.
text my ex. One of the two. It genuinely depends on my mood before I drink the rum.
You were
Because if I'm
so
happy
mad.
before I drink the rum, if I'm happy before I drink the rum, I'm okay. If I'm angry before I drink the rum, oh, you're fucked.
It just, you were so mad, and you didn't even fall asleep like even remotely right away. You just kind of sat there, looking angrily staring at me and Maya while
I think
we
I got
ate
up and went
chips
to
and
the
salsa.
bathroom.
Yeah, no.
I think I got up and went to the.
I'm getting to that part.
Okay.
You, after sitting there for a while, you get up and you're like, I have to take a piss. And then you literally don't even get to the bathroom before you drop your pants.
Yep.
You're just angry waddling into the bathroom.
Yep.
And then you sit, like, you sit down, and I don't see you for hours. And then all of a sudden, I'm gonna keep names here because I don't
You can
like
call her Lloyd.
anonymity. But then
No one
Lloyd,
knows her other than Lloyd.
our buddy, our friend Lloyd, right? She comes walking out of one of the bedrooms completely naked. And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? Why are you naked? And then she's like, she's still drunk as fuck. She'd been sleeping for like 2 hours at this point. And she's like, I need to go to the bathroom. And so I was like, okay, go to the bathroom. Right when she opens the door, I was like, fuck! Malachi's still in there! And so then she looks in and says, she's like, there's somebody on the toilet. And Malachi had literally been sleeping for over like an hour, just sitting up on the toilet, pants down, just sleep.
And that's our professional alcoholism.
So then I fucking slap his ass, get him to wake up. He's pissed at me because I slapped him. He's like, you fucking bitch. And he puts his pants on, goes back to his spot, goes to sleep, and then Lloyd uses the bathroom, goes back, and I was like, you know what? This is a successful night. Nobody has died. Kyle needed to go to the hospital, but that's besides the point. That's the same night I lit my shoe on fire playing fire soccer.
That's the same night you lit your shoe playing fire soccer. The same night because you're a dumbass decided to come to a field party wearing dudes.
That's all I had, bro. But they all decided to dunk a couch cushion in diesel and light it on fire. They were kicking it around. It's
not even the first time we've done it.
Yeah, I know. They all had leather boots on, except for me. And so I kicked it, and my shoe instantly caught on fire.
So we all of us simultaneously, Andy, your shoe's on fire.
And I just looked down and I'm like, oh hey, yeah, it is. And I start patting on it like a sane person. And all these bitches that have been drinking for like 2 hours already come over and start boom, boom, boom on my foot with their steel boots and shit. I'm just like, I'm not going to break a finger.
That's funny. You should do a party like that sometime.
You don't even, like, the way that Kyle broke his ankle was just the stupidest shit on the planet.
He tried to jump through the fire.
How did he do it?
We all successfly did. He was the last one, and he didn't get a good run up, and so he had to put a foot down in the middle of the fire.
He got a good run. He lost his balance when he jumped and had to put his foot down and put his foot through the fucking
We had a pallet that was sitting on top of the fire that was catching fire, and it had been burning for a little bit, and so Kyle tried to put his foot on it and like jump off of it, but his foot went through it because the boards had already burned.
Got his foot trapped in the pallet, pulled the pallet out of the fire with him, and I'm pretty sure he got a hairline fracture in his foot.
Yeah. And then a couple days later, he texted us, and he was like, "This is the first time I played video games in like 3 years or whatever."
Yeah.
Because he couldn't work.
He was sitting in my room playing my Xbox, high as fuck, playing Minecraft.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
He's not even in his room. He was in my room.
That's literally that is literally the most like opposite of Kyle
Sharon is
thing
scaring
could have
Malachi.
possibly happened. Bro, Malachi's shared plenty. He shared so much they broke his bed.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
different
they did.
story, Andy.
I know.
That's a completely different story.
I know it's a different story. A good segue though.
That'd be a good
It would be if you didn't have to leave in 5 minutes.
Yeah, shit. We gotta close the podcast in 5 minutes. Well, you know, next week, somebody write this down for the notes for next week's podcast. Malachi and us are going to recall the tale of how Malachi's bed got broken twice.
Dude, I don't even remember how my bed got broken.
Oh, I do.
remember.
All I
I
know was
100%
Jack and
do.
Tosh. I was so unbelievably not coherent after that happened.
I
woke up in the chair without my pants on.
I broke your bed
Uh-oh.
once because I came over after a football game and like jumped up on it and it's just.
Yeah.
But this is a pretty short story, so we could tell this one. It was really funny because I was at a party at your old house, Malachi, and
One.
the one that was right next to the country.
I have. Okay, the country club has got it.
Yeah, and you had gotten more drunk than anybody else, faster than anybody else, and so you went upstairs and passed out. This was the night that Carter had tequila and was complaining that somebody touched his thermostat.
Yeah. So someone did touch his thermostat.
And so that
It was
happened.
Kira.
That happened, right? And then Redler was also just drunk out of his mind, and he met this girl at a party like he always does. And he takes this girl up to your room and sees you're in your own bed, and this genius just says 1 minute, and he picks you up and puts you on the couch.
No, they put me in the chair.
Yeah, it was.
That was the same night. That was the same night that our garage burned down.
Oh, your garage burned down?
Yeah, at mom and dad's house.
Yeah,
And,
different house. Different house. And I wake up to a phone call from my mom, and she just nonchalantly was like, "How you doing today, buddy?" Well, I'm still pretty fucked up. Okay, well, I need you to come to the house. Yeah. No, I was still fucked up. She's like, I need you to come to the house when you sober up enough to drive. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what's going on? She's like, the garage is on fire. Just like the most nonchalant, like, this is an everyday kind of thing. The garage is on fire. And me still being absolutely shit-faced. Yeah, still being absolutely shit-faced. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Yeah, the garage is on fire. Yeah,
she's like, yeah, the garage is on fire.
The biggest loss from that whole thing.
I'll be there in a minute.
The biggest loss from that whole thing is like a moment of silence for the man room.
Yeah. I spent so many drunk nights in that fucking garage.
That was the first night I'd ever gotten drunk in that room. That's another story for another time. So we're gonna have to wrap this up here pretty soon. It's this episode's gonna be shorter than the other ones, but it's because we all have very busy schedules. So we either work or are in college. It's just some of us aren't.
We got a podcast today, boys.
Some of us aren't told until about 2 minutes before the podcast starts that we're having a podcast.
It just be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Ashley's mad at me because of it though, so I'm just saying. But anyway, this concludes. If you guys have noticed, she's been eating this whole time. That's why she's muted. If anybody was wondering.
No, my phone won't load any of your guys' cameras, so everyone's still just in their profile picture.
Ah.
All right.
Anyway.
Anywho, well.
Any boozies.
This concludes episode 4 of Infinite episodes of the Hubbies podcast. If you guys have any comment or any suggestions for stuff you want us to talk about, drop a comment down below and we will look at it and read it. We read all of the comments because there are.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, ring that bell, and get them post notifications on, baby.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, later.
Later.
Deuces.
Bye.
Everybody have a great day, night, or morning.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Get fucked, bitches.
See you later.